Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nuts and Butts.
Pew, pew.
Boom, 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 boom. Another episode.
Woohoo. We're 21 now.
Check it out.
Our podcast can legally drink alcohol.
Oh, somebody get some Jello shots.
21 episodes.
We need some Jello shots ready. Love you, Mom.
21 episodes.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
What rhymes with episode? I'm trying to do what Phil said.
Step aside.
Have a little.
Lord, you don't have me say
Yeah,
shit
we gotta like
episode or
episode the next season.
the next season.
Decrepit chode.
Decrepit chode. Get out of the way for my decrepit chode. Get ready for
next episode.
Yeah.
We gotta switch that up. Yeah,
We'll edit that part out. We'll fix that in post. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna leave that in. We're leaving it in, folks.
Yeah, no edits.
Ooh. Hey, y'all.
So how was y'all week?
Thanks, Catherine, for that rhyme. I get into this space where I'm trying to think of a rhyme sometimes. And there's an emptiness in that space. Between
I'm here to fill the
my
empty
ears.
core.
Really?
Between my ears.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Like an empty core. And emptiness is an interesting concept, you know, like everything is empty, you know, but with such fullness.
Filled with safety.
I'm full of shit right
Like
now.
a glass of water is half full
Yes.
or half
Yes. That's a
Filled
good
with
question.
safety.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
We were at the gas station, and these propane tanks claim to be filled with safety.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I was like, what does that mean? There's safety inside of them?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Catherine pointed out that it probably meant they were just filled safely.
Oh.
It said it was filled with safety.
Yeah, like it would explode if you bumped up to it with a lighter.
Yeah.
Hold on for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, not like butane and those other bastard gases.
Shout out to Bobby Hill.
Exactly. He's a real one. An angel if there ever was one on this earth.
Check it out.
We love him.
He's an entertainer.
That's the king of the hill record.
Yes. We got to make, pop culture references. We got to talk about, the solar eclipse, for instance.
Oh, yeah. Just saw some of that eclipse. We're in North Carolina, so we didn't get the whole full experience.
It was about 85% or so.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty cool.
Pretty cool indeed.
I feel like I soaked up magical energy by lying in the grass underneath it.
And it got cooler, too. It felt really cool.
Yeah, that's weird. But, there's a big rock in front of the sun. Duh, it's cool.
A rock? What do you mean?
The moon.
People are going to be living there soon.
It's still a rock. And the earth is a rock.
It is. It's a big old rock. Spinning.
But
It's a
that
sphere.
thing I was telling you about succession happened. Once there was life in the water, it got onto the land, like the mosses and the seedless non-vascular plants, and then they grow on the rocks and lichen and stuff, and then they start to die, and then there's fungus, and it makes the decomposers, and they create soil, and then plants grow, and then it starts with grass, and then
The sequential nature.
coniferous trees,
of
and then hardwood trees.
death and rebirth. Yeah.
Succession.
Succession.
Humans destroyed.
Yeah, once it gets bulldozed over or burnt down or something like
Developed.
that. Yeah. quote
quote
unquote
unquote developed, yes.
developed into some BS, if you ask
Developed
me.
into Sky House, Sky Rise.
People just want to pave paradise and put up a parking lot.
Yeah,
if you
pave
ask me.
paradise and put up a parking lot. That's
Like Hawaii, I bet Hawaui would be beautiful, even more beautiful. If it
Yeah,
wasn't
without all
London.
those big ass buildings.
yeah.
Like, just imagine what it probably
What it used to look like.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh man, yeah.
Well, took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. Paid, charge the people $1.50 just to see them.
You think America allowed Hawaii to become a state just because of how close it was and they saw what they could do financially?
Yeah, I think it was because of the tiki craze.
Like as a trade,
As a trade, no, as a
financially.
nation.
Oh.
Yeah, you're part of the United
Just to,
States.
like, mine their resources and
I think
stuff.
they wanted to have a
Make
spot
money off the
close
land.
to
Yes, that.
Japan
Hell yeah.
and China, probably.
Yeah, I
Wanted
can
to
see
branch
that.
out militarily.
Oh yeah, because they're Pearl Harbor. Exactly.
Hashtag asking for it. Don't put a base there.
I didn't mean to cheer for that.
I mean, no.
Sometimes I'm just guessing at my button presses and it's like the wrong reaction. We really still need a scandalized audience reaction where they're
Yeah.
like gasping. We've got like something.
We have the gas.
Yeah,
we
that's
need the
pretty good.
woo! Like when something saucy happens and they go
Yeah,
woo!
the saucy one.
That's what we need. It happened in it happened in Full House earlier today. And we were like, yeah, we need that sound.
That's a good beat.
Beat. So, you guys, we have a lot in
There's
store for you today.
quite a few beats. There was a solar eclipse.
Ambitious weather.
Yeah,
15,000 juggalos together.
It is a good beat. I deflected so as not to accept your praise, as I sometimes do. You know?
Oh yes, you
Because I have a tough time accepting praise.
do. You do, but it's alright. It's still a hot beat. It sounded like you was going through a techno phase.
Oh yes, I do. I do from time to time go through like different phases of like different types of minimal beat making,
Yeah, it was pretty good. That was pretty dope. It's eclectic.
Min-
Relaxing.
minimal techno. But sometimes I call it, like to my guitar teacher, electronic music. It feels like could be maybe a misnomer, even though I did it all with the computers.
Oh, nice. You hit me with that
It's kind of
big
techno. Techno. Why not?
word. That's not-
I'm skeptical of the concept of genres. Like,
Labels are for soup cans.
because like jazz totally rocks, you know, and rock, you know, yeah, rock rocks as well. Yes, that's autological.
Yeah,
Self-explanatory things are autological. That's some Wikipedia for you.
yeah, it is. We'll be throwing them big words at me, man. Gotta do more.
Thank you.
Got the cotton.
But, yeah. At some point in the show, Will's going to share a short story he wrote 10 years ago.
10 years ago, this very day.
Maybe.
I'm just bullshitting on that one. I gotta be clear, cause like I'm one of those jokey people where they tell you shit sometimes and it's like just not real.
My mom does that, like especially to little kids because she teaches preschool, but she'll tell them outlandish things and they'll just believe it and take it very literally. And she's just joking with them,
Oh man.
like pranking little kids.
But I gotta not do that though. But anyway, I did write a story. An absurd story.
It's very absurd, and I heard it a few years ago, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I've never heard this, so I'm anxious. This was years before I met Will.
Do you think we should end the podcast with this story?
This is we might.
Oh, maybe so.
You
Maybe so.
wanna de-misogynize me first?
Yeah, sure.
Oh man.
But I will say, if the basis of your questions and the discussion that you're talking about has to do with a specific comedy thing, then I feel like I would need to see it.
Well, I can show you the video. This is what happened. I got in an argument, and I was labeled a misogynist, victim blaming, woman hater, pretty much, which is not
Sure.
true.
Pretty much, or literally?
Almost literally, I guess.
Almost literally.
Yeah, woo. And so it was all about, I just think that on the internet, women have put themselves in certain situations where, they're going out there for their likes and views, but they're going to places where, it's dangerous for them. And no, it's not right. I'm not saying it's right for those 40 guys to just surround this woman until she disappears into the crowd and you no longer know what has happened to her.
Whoa.
Wait, what? What are you referencing?
Okay, it was in an Indian country, and there was this girl. She was out there with her selfie stick. She was literally the only female out there in a crowd of hundreds of men. And then one person came up, wanted to take a picture with her. Then 7 people came up, wanted to take a picture with her. Then 40, then 50, and then so on. Then you no longer saw this woman at all.
Right.
Yeah,
And that
it
was one woman.
Yeah. But that's what I was trying to explain. Like that, she put herself in that situation. That's not good.
Individuals make individual choices.
And that's my comments are only on that. That's all. I looked
I
up.
feel like there's more context.
Yeah, like what
I mean-
was she at? That there was only men.
Somewhere in India, or one of those countries where women are.
It doesn't
not
explain
allowed.
it. India is not. They allow women in India.
Well, there's a country over there in the Middle East,
Saudi Arabia.
where somewhere where women can't be out there in that type of clothing.
Right.
There was no women in this video. I'm trying.
Well, that's not India.
Hmm.
And that is messed up. But that's not like that woman.
Sounds like some.
Like we shouldn't be going after her. We should be going after that society, which is fucked up and not egalitarian, and it's very.
But she's not doing it
patriarchal.
for that. She's doing it for likes.
I'm talking about the system that set up the situation, not about the individual.
Oh, but that's the situation that's been there since the beginning of time.
There's
places,
been
if you
progress in
steal, they will
some
chop your
places.
hand off. They'll still play.
That's not right.
That exists.
That's
But, like-
not right.
They'll teach you a lesson.
So do you think this woman
Teach
was
you a
taught a
lesson.
lesson that she deserved to be taught?
No, she put herself in a dangerous situation. Hopefully nothing happened to her, and she came home safe. Or maybe she orchestrated all those guys in there, or it was AI generated.
What happened? Were they just taking pictures, or did something bad happen to her?
Well, they were just taking pictures and selfies and stuff, but she was quickly overwhelmed.
And
That's
what?
kinda
Turned the
scary.
camera off?
Well, it just kind of disappeared into the crowd of men. All you saw was just
Who was filming it? Her or somebody else?
her. She had her selfie stick.
So, I mean,
But yeah, it's not. My opinion on that is not misogyny. But I looked. It says
the way you
misogyny
said
is
that
the
women
hatred
put
of-
themselves on the internet into situations, that is misogynistic, because you're making a generalization. about an entire group of people
No,
based off of one
I'm not-
person.
No, if I say women that do that, obviously I'm talking about the women that do that, not all
Which
women.
women are they?
The
Describe
women
them
that
to
I
me.
see on the internet in their bathroom, dirty ass counter with their butt
You
in
think
the air.
that's a dangerous
mirror.
situation that they're putting themselves in? Their own bathroom?
My therapist once told me that
You are nitpicking. I'm talking about taking that picture and putting it out on the internet
What picture?
of your butt.
Don't
in the air
you? Weren't
in
you
the
taking
bathroom.
pictures of people's butts when you were in Hawaii? Don't you like butt pictures?
Yes.
who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who
but
doesn't?
that's
I mean,
You're
the
saying
man-
that she deserves something bad to happen to her because she put a picture of her butt on the
I
internet?
never said anybody deserved anything bad.
But is
to
that
happen
what
to me.
you're
You put words
saying?
in my mouth. No. But that's what is going to happen when you do that.
No, it's not necessarily. Lots of people put pictures of their butts on the internet.
And there are other lots of people that have dangerous things happen to them when they do that.
And a lot of people
None of
have
it is
dangerous
right.
things happen to them when they don't post pictures of their butt. What is this argument?
Exactly. You just throwing.
I think it's like
it's just throwing stones at nothing.
to the point where
What about, like,
I'm
I'm
not
being called something
understanding.
that I know I'm not, but just because I have a argument or I have a point about what
what
I'm
is
saying,
the point?
is that the world is crazy, and you have to take caution. As a man, I got to take caution. We might be the most dangerous creatures on the earth, but we also nowadays you can't say man stuff. Like, I'm being attacked because I don't think women should be putting themselves out there sexually like that on the internet.
But you absorb,
Oh, like
you take
you're.
in that entertainment.
Are you saying you're generally averse to sexual promiscuity?
No, I love sexual promiscuity. In
I know misogyny. I looked it up and it said it defined it as like hatred of women.
yeah, hatred, or it can
So
also
you
refer to social.
You enjoy
systems.
the sexual content on the internet, yet you think,
Yes.
what do you think?
Like if a prostitute, I think prostitution should be legal. A woman
Sex
should be able to sell her stuff and make her money off of it to be able to provide for whatever things she wants to provide for. She shouldn't have to do porn where somebody else makes money off of it, and it's legal because it's filmed for entertainment purposes. That's crazy.
So you think people shouldn't make porn, they should only do sex work, like, in the streets?
If they don't want to have to do porn, yeah. Why not be able to?
I mean, prostitution should be legal.
Yeah. That's not misogynistic, right?
No, it's
Okay.
feminist.
All right, that's okay. That's I thought I'm a
Feminism
feminist.
is for everybody.
I don't think women should shave their stuff.
That's I think the form that the misogynification could take is that like feminism is for everybody.
It is true. Bell Hooks wrote a book
Yes.
called that. I have
Yes.
a copy if you want to read it.
I do.
What's it called?
Feminism is for everybody.
Okay, I can get with that.
It's
I
a
like
short
that
book.
statement.
It's easy to read.
It's like why not?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, we can all just make fun of.
I
Certain
think,
things.
like, men do dumbass shit and get
They
themselves
fucking do.
fucked over all the time.
Probably stupider than women to make it
Like, it's
shitty
human to do
generalization.
stuff that is dangerous.
You know.
Yeah, I'll
Doesn't mean you deserve it.
women are smart. I ain't gonna never deny that. We dumb. I even say that grammatically correct. Well, yeah, it's true. But yeah, it says it can refer to social systems or environment where women face hostility and hatred because they're women in a world created by and for men. A historical patriarchy? Did I say that right?
That's
Okay.
like doing or like fulfilling like the mandates, the commands of like the father.
Yeah, like where the women can only go outside. You can't see nothing but their eyes, and it's 107 degrees.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, that's not cool.
But we still are in a patriarchal society as we speak. Women do not have equal pay for equal work. Don't have a lot of programs that some other countries have that I would call less bad for women.
But
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I think as far as I love women, I really do. I hold the door open. I'll bring flowers, candy. I write poetry.
For like all women?
I mean, if somebody wanted to request it, I will. I'm always trying to freestyle. I start off the brain.
I would like to as well. I would aspire.
You already
know.
See, I can't praise you.
Just praise him.
Does this
Praise him.
music say pure immigration?
Pure imagination.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. What song?
Shout out to the Sharp 9. I do a little combo thing every Wednesday there
Jazz.
of jazz, and we play jazz standards.
I saw him play.
And KATHRYN saw me this last Wednesday for the performance session.
Yeah.
We had an audience of one. It was amazing, right?
Yeah, I loved being
It's fucking
the only
amazing.
audience member. It was like a private jazz show.
Did you record it?
No,
What?
only in our memories.
Oh, you said. Yeah, well, hey, that's the best way to record something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate at concerts and everybody's just got their phone up recording the whole thing. Like, why don't you just use your eyeballs and your brain?
Yeah.
That's the days we live in.
Because I don't want a fucking phone in my face when I'm trying to see. Because you have to hold your hands up, and you're even taller than you would be in a regular show if you weren't being an asshole.
That's why I ain't been to a concert in a long time. They got a Dreamville going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Thousands of people out there. Watch the COVID numbers next week. It's gonna be a spike.
Yeah.
People gonna be calling out of work.
Well, we're gonna have to take a quick break.
Oh yeah.
Oh, can we come back with a story?
Yeah, we got to hear.
We're
this
gonna
story.
come back with a story.
Yay.
Y'all enjoy these tunes.
Enjoy the tunes.
Ba-doop-boop.
They sing you to the moon.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Back in this BL.
And now I've got a little story for you
Oh yeah, story time.
about a little boy named Andrew. Andrew looked at the cello with a certain disdain and paused to reflect. He had hated the cello ever since he was a little boy.
Understandable.
His father used to beat him with his cello whenever Andrew did something his father considered wrong. Here, today, now, his father was horribly drunk and terribly furious. Andrew looked from his father's menacing eyes to the motionless cello, leaning against the corner of the room and back again. The cello cost a small fortune, and each time the man beat his helpless son with it, it broke into thousands of little splinters of wood, and each time he bought another one the next morning to do it again. It was the most cost-effective method of punishment known to man.
What the
That sounds like sarcasm.
So he beat him with the whole cello.
Yeah, and it,
Those are heavy, right?
yeah, He beat the shit out of his son with a cello
Oh no.
every time he did something wrong, and then he had to get a new cello
To do it again.
to do it again, and it was actually very cost effective. The last thing Andrew had done to anger his father was to spill orange juice on his father's favorite bright white carpet. It was an accident.
Yeah.
He didn't mean to do it, but that did not change the unsightly orange that soaked into the brilliant white background.
Yeah, you can't get that out.
His father wasn't home at the time. There was still a slim chance for Andrew to not get his ass beat to a bloody pulp with a cello. He tried frantically everything he could think of to get the stain out. On the internet, he looked up how to rid a carpet of an orange juice stain and found only one post in some carpet enthusiast forum that looked promising. The username was rugmuncher69 42069. Half of the post was written in what seemed to be gibberish or some sort of secret code. The other half revealed that the only way to remove orange juice from a white carpet was to smother it with pure jenkem.
What is jankum?
Jenkem is fermented feces, human
shit.
feces.
You can inhale the fumes off of it and get high
Oh.
in like
Yeah,
third world countries.
Pass.
yes. But it's the only way to clean a white carpet as well.
Damn, that sucks. Shit.
As Andrew read these last words, his heart sank a little, and he became crestfallen, entering a state of utter despair. Being a veteran jenkem consumer, Andrew knew that it took at least a week to fully ferment to its mature state, and he didn't have any already made. His last hope shattered. He recalled the hundreds, maybe even thousands of times his father had taken the cello to him. He rubbed his scarred buttocks in remembrance of the excruciating pain. He suddenly felt a surge of some new energy, accompanied by an idea that lifted him out of his despondency. It occurred to him that if jenkem removes stains, perhaps fresh human waste possesses some of the same properties. A sly grin appeared across his face as he said to himself, "He'll never know the difference." When suddenly a problem with his plan occurred to him. "I have to poop, but it's completely solid. Not the best for smothering." What he needed was plenty of syrupy brown goop with a low viscosity. His mind instantly traveled through time to the Thanksgiving when he ate all of the contents of his grandmother's largest pickle jar. It contained pickles and nothing else.
Yeah, that'll wet it up.
Bingo. The secret to explosive diarrhea, he thought. He dashed nervously to the pantry, hoping the ancient artifact was still there and that it hadn't been thrown out. His family had this one pickle jar for many years that was just collecting dust in the pantry. He threw open the door, and there it was on the back shelf. He removed the lid and began devouring the jar's contents faster than is humanly possible. About 100 pickles later, he began to notice this strange feeling around the middle of his body.
Ew.
He relocated from the kitchen to the living room, where the carpet was, and removed his clothing.
What?
"Here goes nothing," he said nervously, as his father entered the front door. Andrew bent over and squatted, bending his knees, which loosed a small stream of anal seepage, followed by a mighty, free-flowing river of mythic proportions.
Nice.
But this was just the calm before the storm.
Oh, man.
His father entered the living room to see his son bending over nude and knee-deep in an ocean of liquid excrement that covered the floor of the entire room. Andrew turned towards his father, whose face instantly became crimson with rage.
Yeah.
Fear gripped the heart of the vulnerable young man, whose face turned white as a sheet in anxiety, then became contorted in pain. The lower half of Andrew's body suddenly exploded from the pressure built up inside from all the pickles, leaving the top half intact. As this was happening, one of the bones in his exploding leg happened to impale his father in the chest, wounding but not killing him. With the force of the explosion, the top half of Andrew's body landed on the couch in the next room. He had become unconscious when he had hit his head on the ceiling in the blast. The cello turned around of its own accord, drew his weapon, an extra-large golden desert eagle, and said to Andrew's bleeding father in a deep voice, "You killed my whole family. Prepare to die." Bam! The end.
Wait a minute. So hold
I
on.
didn't remember the cello getting
killed-
revenge.
The cello did. Oh Lord.
He killed the cello's whole
Because he kept,
family.
yeah, he kept buying them and said, "Will, what the?" Okay. One, why didn't Andrew just hide the cello?
Yeah.
And then two, what the fuck made you think of this? Like how that
Right? Like, what mind conceives
I think it was
of
to
this?
like cheer somebody up, I think.
by having
Some people bring flowers.
yeah, you had them shit so hard that their body exploded.
I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
It's hilarious. Oh man, that's what I tell y'all, man. My boy, he got a genius mind. And it works, and we just delivering y'all gospel, learning lessons along the way. I gotta be better about making sure I don't say bad things.
Sorry, I
about
didn't
the
mean to
women.
boo you.
Oh no, yeah, I understand. I'm learning. I'm a vessel. I'm a rock, and I got to be polished into a jewel of femininity.
Feminism is for everybody.
It is, and I'm going to learn it for the sake of my livelihood.
Yay. Don't get killed.
Oh shit. Did you?
No, I don't think so. I definitely felt like when I was sleeping, I felt eyes.
Oh no.
Not maybe to kill, but maybe to just give me a nice slap in the head.
Oh.
Yeah. Dump some water on me.
Oh man.
Well, we'll work on this. I'll bring you that Bell Hooks book.
Yeah. We have to read some passages from it. I have
Yeah.
to get into it. And that'll actually give us some more brownie points.
Yeah.
Feminism is for everybody. I've said that a few too many times at this point, it feels like. But
I don't think you
it's
could
not.
ever say it to me.
Yeah. It's just like, it's new to me, kind of, it's not something I think about every day,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad.
Yeah, we gotta think about it more.
Yeah.
Gotta respect women more.
Yeah.
Yay.
How long we been on? What we been going about? 20, 30 minutes?
I think so. Yeah, like 35 almost.
Oh, that ain't bad. Hell yeah.
35 minutes. That's a good length for the 21st episode. We did it.
35 minutes?
Yeah.
It's over?
I don't know. Do we have more to talk about?
I guess that was it.
We could continue if you wanted to. I just thought it was the end. And maybe I misread the signals.
Oh,
Well, I just wish
maybe
I-
it is the end.
I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know. You know,
Is it
Nobody
the
knows
end?
what's happening.
Is this the end of the podcast?
Talk some shit.
I feel like it had two really distinct parts to this podcast. I think it's good to cap it here.
We can
Yeah,
cap it.
yeah.
No cap.
The
That's the end.
the demisogynification
And then the diarrhea.
and the diary of Andrew
And the solar eclipse.
and the exploding cello. No.
The cello with a gun.
The cello's revenge.
Yes, exactly.
What'd you title it?
A different Andrew
Oh.
with some other cello.
Yay!
We're
What a
gonna
good
post it.
story.
Yeah, we're gonna have to type it up and post it on there if anybody
Oh.
wants to read.
Oh, it's typed up.
Oh, sweet.
I can copy and paste it. Yeah, I
Put it in
should.
the description.
Yeah. I think there might be a limit on the description.
Oh, really?
Characters. I'm not sure though. So we'll see. You can maybe just do more and just read the whole story there in the description.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us again
Yay!
here for another episode.
Woo.
Peace and love.
Peace and love to all.